Welcome back to the NFL Draft Lab. I'm here with Mel Kiper Jr., Todd McShay. Mel, it's like a mini big board, if you will. The top 5 overall prospects in the draft. There's no Andrew Luck, the quarterback from Stanford, back to school, so there's a lot still up in the air at the top of the board. But overall in the draft, which player do you think has the biggest upside?
Well, if I look at upside, Todd, I want a guy who can get after the quarterback. And you talk about this pass-happy league, somebody's got to harass, throw timing off the quarterback. The guy I think can do that is Aldon Smith, defensive end / outside linebacker from Missouri. Redshirted in 2008. 2009, he explodes. 11.5 sacks, single-season sack record for the Tigers. This past year, leg injury, missed 3 games, production dropped down to 5.5 sacks. You go back and look at 2009 film, you'll be impressed. A guy who can be that 3-4 outside linebacker or 4-3 end, and his ability to get after the quarterback, I think will make Aldon Smith from Missouri a mid-first round draft choice.
If you're getting after the quarterback, I've got to protect the quarterback. And I think Tyron Smith, the offensive tackle out of USC, is so under the radar right now in terms of guys that are in the first round, but people just don't know about. He's an underclassman. He's 6'5", 307 pounds. They're saying he can get to that range, but he played at 285, 290. So he's undersized, 2 years starting, right tackle, not the left tackle. So there's work to be done, but I think that Tyron Smith's going to wind up being the second best offensive tackle from this class. What about risk?
You got Blaine Gabbert here as your 5th overall player quarterback. Cam Newton, probably right off that fringe for me. I know you have a little lower than that.
I thought you had him as biggest upside.
Risk and upside can work hand in hand. Upside for Cam Newton through the roof. But there is some risk also with Cam Newton, and I think what's going to determine where he goes is going to be intangibles. Intangibles, due diligence, the teams do between now and April 28th will determine whether he can be the face of your organization and be a guy that you want to move forward with down the road as your quarterback. Remember, he's going to take about a year or two to transition, and he's a one-year wonder with only 14 career starts.
And the system. I mean, if all those things, everything you said, I agree, and I would say Cam Newton's the biggest risk as well, because you're talking about top 20 pick. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting off the field, and you don't know what you're getting from a system standpoint. He led the nation in passer efficiency, but all those wide-open passing windows he threw into, I think that really helped him statistically. Finally, under the radar, which player would you say?
Well, we talked about Robert Quinn not playing this year, defensive end from North Carolina. How about Ross-I Dowling, cornerback out of Virginia? Injuries, variety of injuries, prevented him from being a factor in that Virginia secondary. Back in August, when we all did our top 25 preseason boards, Ross-I Dowling, a 6'2", 200-pound corner with real good athletic ability and instincts and coverage, was in that 15 to 18 range. Ross-I Dowling from Virginia may be a 2nd or 3rd round pick, but he'll present value once he gets back to 100% and you get the best this kid has to offer.
It's a great call. I like Dowling. I'm going to go with the small school guy, though, and Will Rackley from Lehigh. You know, played left tackle there, great experience, durable, tough, 6'3.5", 307 pounds. I think he's the type of player, comes from the small school level, determined, ready to play, mid-round pick, winds up being a 6-8-year starter for you in the NFL. This is the top 5 now. We've got a lot to go from the pro days, the combine, and all the individual meetings. I think we're going to see some shakeups, but right now, here's our top 5.